What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Next Content Friday is here, and today I will keep it shorter than usual because I'm spending so much time on 2.0 version also with our team. So let's just jump right into it and see what we are currently working on and what you can expect in the upcoming weeks and also this month. Not only in the ContentFries 2.0 and regarding ContentFries 2.0 version, but also in ContentFries 1.0. So let me share my screen and go and jump right into it. So this is phase number 1 status, and just to remind you, all the 5 statuses that or all 5 phases that are there regarding ContentFries 2.0. Phase number 1, this is something that we will, and the goal is to release it to the end of November or early December. And the first phase is a phase where every ContentFries user that is already, ContentFries user will get access to the 2.0 version to test it and to use it. And the benefit of this phase number 1 is that you will have much better organization features and regarding content organization, and it will be much cleaner, better interface. This will be something that will be the default one in next year. And let's discuss what we are currently working on. And the first one, basically all things that are in the left column are something that is finished or almost finished. And the second column, this is something that which we need to, create or do in order to finish phase number 1. So we can then jump to phase number 2, which will contain all the social media integration and stuff like that. I will not go into more detail about all the different phases because this is something that I was talking in the last Content Fridays. But instead, let me show you all these features and also what we are doing in the ContentFries 1.0. And maybe this is better to start with. Okay, so let's start with ContentFries 1.0 and then we will jump to 2.0 and finish today's episode of Content Fridays. So 1.0, this is something that needs to be done. This is something that people are asking about and will save even more time, especially if you are using some kind of subtitles that are, not like the default settings. What I mean by that, when you upload some video as a fry, then all videos have basically subtitles like this. They are two-liners and they look similar because they have up to 32 characters per line and settings like that. This is default settings. This is something that you can't currently modify this behavior, and in order to modify timings you can use this window to change your subtitles, for example, to one-liners, and to change maximum characters per line and split your subtitles by sentences, and all this is at your disposal. But maybe you would like to have some kind of default setting that and all your videos have one line subtitles and stuff like that. So in that case, I have a good news for you, and that is that in the upcoming week, possibly, or maybe early week after that, we will release a feature where you can modify these both in your profile but also on the template level. That means when you create some kind of template and you think one-liner subtitles are great fit for that particular subtitle or for that particular template, you will be able to do that, and it will pick those settings out of that template or out of your profile if you define that. If not, nothing's basically will change. So this is something that regarding ContentFries 1.0 will be integrated really soon. So that's the first news, and also we are working a lot on all the different stuff regarding ContentFries 1.0 and bug fixes and other stuff as well. And let me show you one tip regarding subtitles that I saw in the group being discussed a lot regarding how to make, more engaging style of subtitles. So I will show you more advanced use case, and we'll go more in depth because I believe all the Content Fridays watcher are pros of ContentFries. So if you are looking for basic tutorials, there is definitely a great place to start, which is on links.contentfries.com/onboarding. Definitely watch that video series if you are getting started with ContentFries. This can help you a lot to understand all the differences and nuances between potatoes, fries, and stuff like that, and how to basically become a ContentFries pro. But now we will modify the subtitles into something more engaging and better. As you can see, I have this template here, and this is an image that is basically just a transparent PNG image that is in the corner of the video. We can remove that, but let me keep it there because I look good on that picture. But now modify subtitles, okay? And as I see that I have these fluencies in the text, so this is the first thing that I will remove. So I will use search and replace for that, and we will also add this fluencies remover to the context editor. But for now, you can remove your disfluencies like this. So as you can see, I just type space. Okay, this is important. I have space here, and then I have this right here, and it ends with the comma, and hit replace all. And this will remove all the arcs from the transcription, but not from the video. It will be keep on or kept in the video, and it will disappear from the transcription, as you can see. I can also replace, for example, this ContentFries to ContentFries like this. Okay, and that's basically it. If you want to, or if you have more typos that repeats in your transcription, you can definitely use this feature. So let me close that, and now I will use a preset, and I will pick this preset. For example, I like this one, so choose it. And this is important to keep in mind regarding presets. Now I'm in the special mode of ContentFries where I have the preset right here, and it will automatically pick the longest subtitle. So I can adjust my settings to, and be sure that my subtitles will not get somehow broken into more lines that as I want. So when I fix the preview of the preset, then I can be sure my subtitles will be okay. Okay, so I will decrease the font size, for example, like this, and I want to have my subtitles here on display, so I will cover basically subtitles that are already there. Then I will go to the next step, and in this case I want to use line highlighter, and then I have these randomizers here, and I will disable rotation randomizer because in this case I don't want my subtitles to rotate. It will give this kind of rotation to it. So let me keep it how it is, and I don't want to use this. This is a great option if you have, for example, TikTok video or Instagram short reels or YouTube shorts. Then using something like this can make your subtitles more engaging. Okay, and it's definitely more contextual for that kind of content. But in this case, I don't want to rotate my subtitles anyhow. So that's why I disabled the rotation randomizer, and I will confirm the settings. As you can see now, confetti and stuff and everything is now, applied. And as you can see, my subtitles are now from the preset. And now I will go, step or further. So this is how it looks like. And new thing is, if you use rotation randomizer or not, it doesn't matter anymore. You can pick your subtitles, you can click global settings, and now when you move your subtitles, all your subtitles will move to the new position. Okay, this is something that was not very user friendly before, especially when you moved or when you used rotation randomizer and you wanted to move your subtitles to new place. It was basically impossible to do that after you applied the preset. So the good news is this is now enhanced, and this now behaves much better and somehow how you would probably expect. Okay, so this is step number 1, and keep in mind that you should have global settings active in your subtitles when you are modifying them. And I want to maybe do or have my subtitles like this on the left side of the video, so it will not interfere with my image right here. Maybe some will be longer, but I will not go into that kind of detail. Now I will increase the line height. Okay, so let me go to the line height and increase it to something like this. And now I will go back to editor and highlight all the text like this and change background color of my subtitles to, for example, this purple color like this. And now my subtitles looks like this. Okay, and to go one step further, I will also apply outline, something like this, and maybe not too aggressive, something like this, maybe in black color. And I think this looks pretty good. Okay, so maybe I can increase or decrease the line height. It depends on your taste. And now the subtitles are something that is or challenge, something like this. This is more unusual kind of subtitle, something that is more advanced. As you can see, it took me just few seconds to create subtitles like this, so it should not be that challenging to create really engaging kind of subtitles with ContentFries when you know how. Okay, so I hope that after this you will know how to create a really engaging kind of subtitles with ContentFries super fast. And let me just see how it looks like. Okay, so I think this is pretty awesome. And if I want to be sure that my subtitles should not be or should end here, I can just decrease the height like this. And this has this issue that it now breaks to multiple lines, so I can decrease the font size, so I can be sure that it will now go over this point. But as you can see, now I have the current subtitle settings. What that means is that the changes that I did right here will reflect only in this one subtitle. So when I play the video again, as you can see now, the changes are back because I was modifying the current subtitle on this one. Okay, so all the other subtitles will not be affected by these changes. That's why you have to keep this in mind and change the setting to what you need. and global setting is basically probably what you want to adjust when you are modifying the font size and maybe other attributes like this. So we will also change this behavior to have global settings, you know, the primary one. It will not switch the current subtitle settings automatically like this, but global settings will be predefined. And when you will like to change some individual subtitle, you will just pick this setting and modify the particular subtitle. So this is also something that is upcoming, and we will apply this change during next week. Okay, so that's something that also is a good thing to keep in mind. So that's what I wanted to share with you regarding all the new stuff in the ContentFries 1.0 and also what's upcoming in the current version, and all the bug fixes and some kind of advanced use case. And now to the 2.0 version. So let's discuss all the phase number one, what we are currently working on. So uploading uploading content, and by that I mean uploading fries and uploading potatoes. This is something that is almost finished. There are just small things that needs to be done, and also I was sharing this last week. As you can see, you can upload your pieces of content in a bulk and also modify all of them. In the second step and in the third step, you can adjust individual pieces, and then you just finish and everything will go to the processing tab, and ContentFries will automatically generate the encoded version of your fries and also the thumbnail, and basically create everything behind the scenes for you. So this is something that is new. Bulk uploading is not available in the 1.0 version, and it will not be integrated into 1.0 version because it has it is not necessary. Then we have folders. As you can see, this is a folder. I can add new folder, and nested folders will be also integrated to the 2.0 version. Currently those are not nested, but I can add new folder or I can delete it. And I don't have any piece of content right here, but when you go and hover over your piece of content and you drop it to the folder, it will be assigned to that folder. Okay, so it is super simple to assign all your fries and potatoes to individual folders, and this is something that should also be in the uploading wizard. Okay, so when you will upload your content, you will be able to choose a folder or also from the uploading wizard. And interesting thing regarding folders is that you can have or all folders are shared across fries, potatoes, and media file sections. And because they will be nested, you can have one folder for fries and potatoes, or you can separate and create different folders for fries and different folders for potatoes, different folders for your files. So it will be up to you how you want to organize your content. There will be no limits. So this should lead to really organized structure, and I think this is great. And also filters. This is something that currently there are only these two filters, and also for searching by file name and or maybe fry or potato name. So this is something that filters can go really in deep. Basically anything will be filterable. It is like that in the database structure. It's super simple to add any attribute and to allow it for filters. So you can well, maybe in the future you will be able to generate or create really complex filters and save them and use them in one click. So when you are working in a team and you are producing a lot of content, this is something that is really maybe 100 times better than in the current version, because filtering options are basically not existing in the 1.0. You can filter by length of your fries and maybe by the file name, but that's it. There will be much more options in the 2.0 version, and the logic of filters is on the backend. It's basically done. Workspaces and themes logic. Also, in the current version, we have themes, and everyone is assigned to some kind of theme, and every theme has potatoes and fries and quote generators and contexts and templates and this kind of stuff. But in the 2.0 version, everything will belongs also to some kind of workspace. That means theme is on the top of the hierarchy. Then there is a workspace, that's something new, and all teams will be able to create, if they have enough limits, to create additional workspaces. And every workspace will be something like fresh new ContentFries account, because it will not share any templates. Basically nothing will be shared across different workspaces. You will be able to clone one workspace and generate other and assign the same team members to them, and options. It will be so very, very complex, or but simple to use. That means you can assign some team members to one workspace but not to the others, and they will not see those workspaces. So maybe you can create different workspaces for different clients, and different team members will be working for different clients. So that logic is also completed now, and every folder and every piece of content and stuff like that is now under not only just theme but also the workspace, and you can switch your theme and workspaces in this section. And dark light theme, there's not too much to pick the one that works for you the best. And this is interesting. We are working, every feature that is being worked on the 2.0 version has automated tests behind the scenes. And that doesn't mean that there will be no bug, never, or anything like that. But that means if we find or you report some kind of bug to us, we should be able to write a test which will prevent that bug to happen in the future. And this is more complicated topic, but this should provide you with more stable and more reliable service. This is very, very. And also this means the development in the beginning is a bit slower, because we need to write tests also, not only the code. But that means the extensibility and the benefits in the future are much better than when we decided not to write any kind of tests or stuff like that. And database structure and validator and others, those are more technical topics, so I will not go into detail in that. Then what needs to be done, this is in the right column, is thumbnails and items layouts. What I mean by that, when you go to fries here, we need to show you the length and the confidence, and that's basically maybe a few hours away to complete this. So I think in the Vigor 2, this thing right here, this array of fries of content pieces and also potatoes, should be finalized and complete in the 2.0 version. also with to the end of the November with the current version of context editor, trimmer, quote generator. So basically that should be the point of finishing the first phase. So it will be usable and with some organization features on top of what's currently possible. So that's something that needs to be done. Then dashboard and profile. Currently dashboard is there is nothing. And also profile is that also needs to be migrated to the 2.0 version. Nested functionality for folders, that's something that I already mentioned earlier. That's a more complex topic, more technically advanced. Switch team and workspace, also this is just as you are able to switch and manage teams here. That's also something that needs to be migrated, not a big deal. And trimmer and quotes generator sections, that means also this table of contents from here to also not a big deal. So the goal is to add all of these to the end of November. As soon as that is completed, phase 1 can be released. So we will test it and make sure everything works as expected. One thing that is important to keep in mind is that because we use a completely different database for ContentFries 2.0, your content will not be migrated automatically from the first version to the second version. This is something that we will create a migrator for in the future. But after phase 3 of the 2.0 version development will be completed. That means probably early next year. So that's something that you just have to keep in mind. So other than that, 2.0 version should be a great replacement to the end of the year for the 1.0 version, especially if you are desperately needing better organization features and better cleaner interface and stuff like that. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys. So that's today's episode of Content Fridays. Thank you very much for watching up to this point, and keep being awesome, and I see you